Hey y'all, welcome back to Mess with Mopars. Darren here. Saturday, end of April. Just hanging out at the shop today. Got the Subaru outside. Took it for a couple of rips. Had a little bit of a heating issue. I think I got it all under control now. There's a bad fuse in the fan for the fan, so I put in a new fuse. Seems to be keeping it nice and cool, right around 200. You know, I mean, it's what it is. And then got the truck over here. So this little video is for fella. I had to write his name down. Mean Street Mopars. He's got a YouTube channel. He's got a little D100 that he's going to try put a 440 in it. That's a tall deck engine. I'm not sure how that's going to work for him, but hopefully it'll work okay. As we all know, I put a low deck in the 383. Seems to be a little narrower in the girth, so it makes it a little easier to get it inside, in between the frame rails. So hopefully we don't have any problems there. He's also asking a question about the shifter rod. So let's see if I can get in here without killing myself, or you know, falling down, and then you guys get it all on video, because I won't change it. So this is third and fourth shift rod, and then inside here is the first second shift rod right there. And you can see I've got a sleeve welded on there. Right, I can't reach in there any further because I got the truck on the hoist and the door won't open anymore. But if you look right in behind, right here, I'm touching it right now. That's the sleeve I put on there. So what I had to do, fortunately I had an extra shift rod kicking around. You just need the threaded end, and then I had a piece of steel round stock or tubing, but it's not tubing, it's something different. I can't remember where I got it from. I think I got it over on the shelf over there actually. So what I did is I had to lengthen it, because the way the shifter body is mounted is different than on a stock. It's got a longer, it's set back further, obviously, well, not obviously, because of the hole and yada yada yada. So I put the A833 in there as opposed to the overdrive, because I'm running a big block. And so what I'm doing is, so I had to lengthen that rod, and now I'm stuck in the truck. And so mostly because of the way that the shifter has to move back to the rear of the truck is why that rod got lengthened. If I would have been able to keep it a stock mounting bracket for the shifter base there, mechanism, I guess, whatever, I don't know what they're called, then I wouldn't have had to worry about it. But because I had to do that, and then they're still on the third, fourth gear shift rod, there's still some room for adjustment, and there's lots of room for adjustment on the reverse. Not as much as on the third, fourth gear, but on the first, second, it didn't have any adjustment, and it was way too short. I couldn't even get it to work, right? So I managed to get that all working okay. You can see the patch I put on the floor. I just went right over top of the metal. I'm gonna drive this thing for a while, and then if I sell it or whatever I end up doing with it, whoever gets it can replace the cab floor if they want. I'm not doing it. I want to drive the truck, right? And I'm trying to do it on a bit of a budget. I don't want to spend a whole shitload of money on it. So So, so on that thing, I've got to take the transmission out because it's leaking, whatever. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I'm gonna clean up all that shit that's around behind it, put it up on the hoist, drop the drive shaft, the cross member, and pull the transmission out and put it on a bench somewhere so we can have a look at it, figure out where it's leaking from. Then, after I finish that, I am going to start assembling the rear end. So I'll get the transmission out, get it on a bench, and then we'll start working on the rear end. I need to check and make sure that the yoke from the drive shaft is the same as the yoke that's on the 323 center section that I'm going to put in that rear end. So that's kind of where we're at. I've got a few other things I got to look at too. So anyhow, going to be a busy little while. So I'd like to thank everybody for coming along for the ride. I appreciate all the comments. I like, and we've got 369 followers, which is freaking awesome. That's so cool. I appreciate y'all. And I'll get this one out right away, and we'll go from there. They're going to be a little out of sync because I've got I got a couple videos in queue, but I'm going to put this one up right away because I want Mean Street Mopar guy there to have a look at it because he asked a question about this thing. So I promised him I would do it. And I did a video like Wednesday or something like that, and for some reason the volume didn't work, so I just, whatever. We're not using that one. I'm going to delete those and we'll move on. What else is going on? Oh yeah, season is upon us. So I've been, the nitrous system's in. It's hooked up. Everything in the engine bay is hooked up. We just got to terminate everything in the cab. But my buddy's pretty busy. His kid plays baseball and he plays AAA ball, which is cool. Chatty. You know who you are. And so wishing them the best of luck. And we got to just terminate the wires inside the cab of the car, put in a switch, install the switch, install the transpake's hooked up but not to the box. And then we also need to put in the button for the purge system. So that's what we're going to be doing on that, hopefully this week. And then there's some drag races coming next weekend in Lillooet. I'm not sure if we're going to get there. We might just throw the car on a trailer and drive up there for Saturday, do a few test hits, maybe hang out for a bit, and then come home. We'll see. We'll see what happens. All right, thanks for coming along for the ride. Oh, I forgot. Hold it. Time out. I also like to acknowledge something. I got another sponsor this year, besides Too Fast For You Construction. We're Lord Co Racing. I'd like to thank Lord Co for sponsoring us. It's a big shout out. They're the auto parts store in the lower, well, BC. They're BC wide, British Columbia, Canada. It's for $400. And yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Pretty happy about that. So we'll be representing. Got some stickers for the car. We'll put them on the car. And then I ordered another large sticker that I will put on the drag and drive trailer, which is stashed underneath the 66, which we're going to drive this year. Come hell or high water, I'll tell you what. All right, thanks for coming along for the ride. I want to thank everybody, all my subscribers, and everybody that leaves a comment and a like. If you could leave more likes, people, that would be spectacular. It would sure helps out with the algorithm and gets us pushed around, so maybe we'll get more content, or maybe we'll get more people, in which I can maybe get more content. And I'm also looking at getting a guy to start helping me edit so that we can do a little bigger video with, you know, a little better filming. Whatever. All right. Thanks for coming along for the ride.